Imagine waking up in the morning, reaching for that glass of water beside your bed, and thinking, I'm doing the right thing for my body. But what if I told you that the very way you're drinking water could be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over the age of 60? This isn't fear-mongering. It's a reality for many seniors who unknowingly put themselves at risk with just a few common hydration habits. In this video, we're diving deep into the 5 dangerous mistakes seniors make when drinking water in the morning and how to avoid them. And trust me, the first one might surprise you. Mistake number 1: drinking water too quickly upon waking up. For years, health experts have encouraged people to drink water first thing in the morning, and rightfully so. After hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated and needs replenishment. But here's where most seniors go wrong. They drink too much water too quickly. You might think, it's just water. What's the harm? But especially for older adults, the body doesn't process sudden fluid intake the same way it used to. As we age, our kidneys don't work as efficiently. They take longer to filter and balance the water and electrolytes in our system. That means slamming down a full glass of water within seconds can actually overwhelm your system instead of helping it. When you drink a large amount of water too fast, say an entire 300 milliliters glass in one go, your stomach fills up rapidly, and that can cause a sudden drop in sodium levels in your blood. This condition is known as hyponatremia or water intoxication. While rare, it's more common among the elderly due to their reduced kidney function. Even a seemingly harmless 300 to 400 milliliters can have a negative effect if the body can't handle the sudden influx. This also impacts your blood pressure. Drinking water rapidly can trigger a reflex in the body called the gastrovascular reflex, which can cause blood pressure to rise or fall unpredictably. For someone in their 20s or 30s, this might not make much of a difference. But for a 70-year-old on medication for high blood pressure or heart disease, it could be dangerous. Some seniors have even reported feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or experiencing a head rush after gulping down water immediately upon rising. This isn't just discomfort, it's a signal that the body is under stress. So, what's the fix? Pace yourself. When you wake up, your body needs time to transition from a state of rest to alertness. Instead of chugging your water, sip slowly. Take your time. Drink around 100 milliliters at first and wait a few minutes before drinking more. It may seem small, but this gentle start gives your body time to absorb and adjust. Tip: try drinking lukewarm water instead of cold. Cold water shocks your digestive system and can cause constriction in blood vessels. Lukewarm or room temperature water is soothing and more easily absorbed. You can even add a pinch of natural sea salt or electrolyte powder to your water a few times a week if you're prone to low blood pressure or fatigue. This helps balance the sodium and potassium levels and reduces the risk of water intoxication. And here's another trick. If you're someone who takes medications in the morning, try spacing your water intake around them. Some medications, especially blood pressure pills and diuretics, affect hydration levels. Drinking too much water right before or after taking your meds might dilute their effectiveness or cause unexpected side effects. Remember, water is life, but how you drink it matters just as much as drinking it at all. Transition to next segment tease. Now that we've covered one of the most overlooked hydration mistakes, drinking too fast, wait till you hear mistake number 2. This one involves something millions of seniors do every morning, thinking it's good for their health. But it's quietly weakening their digestion and energy levels without them even realizing it. Don't miss it. Mistake number 2: drinking water before brushing your teeth, ignoring oral bacteria. We've all heard the popular health advice: drink water first thing in the morning. It's become almost sacred in wellness circles. But here's the truth: if you're drinking that glass of water before brushing your teeth, especially as a senior, you may be swallowing more than just water. You're likely drinking millions of bacteria that accumulated in your mouth overnight, and that can spell serious trouble for your overall health. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "It's just a bit of bacteria," hear this. Studies show the average person wakes up with over 700 different types of bacteria in their mouth. Some of these are harmless, but others? They're anything but. Especially for seniors, whose immune systems are often less robust than in youth, ingesting that level of bacteria every morning can silently contribute to a host of long-term problems. Here's what happens while you sleep. Overnight, your body enters a fasting state. Saliva production slows dramatically. Saliva is crucial. It helps wash away food particles, maintain pH balance, and suppress bacterial overgrowth. But when it drops, your mouth becomes a warm, dark, moist playground for bacteria to flourish. That's where morning breath comes from. But the issue isn't just about odor. It's about biofilm. This sticky layer of bacteria accumulates on your tongue, gums, and the back of your throat. And when you drink water the moment you wake up, without brushing, you're essentially sending all of that microbial buildup down your throat and into your gut. For younger people, this may not create noticeable effects. But in seniors, where gut health, digestion, and immune responses are often more sensitive, this can tip the balance. The connection between oral bacteria and systemic health. Swallowing bacteria from the mouth doesn't just affect the gut. Multiple studies have shown that oral pathogens can cross into the bloodstream and contribute to systemic inflammation. For example, heart disease, harmful oral bacteria like Porphyromonas gingivalis have been linked to atherosclerosis, a buildup of plaque in arteries. Diabetes. Poor oral hygiene increases inflammation, which can worsen insulin resistance. Cognitive decline. Seniors with untreated gum disease and poor oral hygiene have been shown to have higher risks of dementia and Alzheimer's. Ingesting these bacteria every morning over time can quietly erode the body's defenses. It doesn't happen in one day or even 1 week, but over months and years, it adds up. A common senior habit that makes this worse. Many older adults wake up with dry mouths due to medication side effects, mouth breathing, or dehydration. That dry environment accelerates bacterial growth. If you skip brushing and drink water immediately, you're essentially transporting concentrated bacteria straight into your gut on an empty stomach when your digestive system is most vulnerable. Plus, seniors often have gum recession or dental work, which can trap food particles and bacteria more easily. That means the morning mouth can be even more bacteria-laden than average. Drinking water before brushing in this case can make your gut work harder than it needs to, and not in a good way. The simple fix: brush first, then hydrate. It's tempting to reach for that glass of water as soon as you open your eyes. But here's the smarter sequence. Get up. Brush your teeth thoroughly, including tongue and gums. Then drink water slowly and mindfully. This small shift alone can reduce the microbial burden your body has to deal with first thing in the morning. It's a 2-minute fix with long-term benefits. Want to go a step further? Use a tongue scraper before brushing. The tongue holds a surprising amount of bacteria. Scraping it gently can reduce bacterial load by up to 70%, giving your immune system a much-needed break. Bonus tip: don't use antibacterial mouthwash first thing. A lot of seniors use strong mouthwashes with the hope of killing bacteria. But here's the catch: antibacterial mouthwash doesn't discriminate. It kills good bacteria along with the bad. This can disrupt your oral microbiome and even worsen dry mouth symptoms. Instead, rinse with lukewarm water or a saltwater solution after brushing. It's gentler and helps reduce inflammation. So, the next time you wake up, ask yourself, do I want to fuel my body with clean hydration, or do I want to swallow a cocktail of bacteria and set the stage for gut issues and inflammation? The answer is clear. Brush first, drink second. Your body will thank you in more ways than one. But we're not done yet. The third mistake seniors make? It has nothing to do with how much water you drink, but when. You might think timing doesn't matter, but for older adults, drinking water at the wrong moment can actually disrupt your digestion, sleep, and medication absorption. That's coming up next. Mistake number 3: drinking water at the wrong time. especially around meals or medications. Now, let's dive into one of the sneakiest mistakes seniors make when drinking water: timing. You see, for most of your life, you probably didn't think twice about when you drank water. Thirsty? Just drink. That habit might have worked well in your 30s and 40s. But as you age, timing your hydration becomes far more important, especially around meals and medications. And here's why. Why timing matters more as you age. The aging digestive system is more delicate than it used to be. The stomach doesn't produce as much acid, food moves slower through the intestines, and your body takes longer to process substances, whether it's food, water, or pills. Drinking water at the wrong time can throw that delicate balance off in ways that younger people rarely experience. Let's break it down. Problem number 1. Drinking water right before or during meals. Many seniors think sipping water during meals helps them swallow better or avoid choking. And while that might feel helpful, it's often doing more harm than good. Here's how. When you drink water right before or during meals, you dilute the gastric juices, specifically hydrochloric acid, that your stomach needs to break down food. As a result, digestion slows down, food sits longer in your stomach, and you might experience gas and bloating, acid reflux or heartburn, malabsorption of nutrients. That's especially dangerous for seniors who already struggle with nutrient deficiencies like calcium, vitamin B12, and magnesium. If you dilute your digestive acids every time you eat, your body simply can't pull out the nutrients it needs, even if you're eating a healthy meal. And let's not forget, many older adults already deal with conditions like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Drinking water at the wrong time makes that worse. When should you drink water around meals? The ideal window is 30 minutes before a meal and 1 hour after. Drinking 30 minutes before helps prepare the stomach lining, keeps you hydrated, and can even reduce appetite slightly, helpful for weight management. Drinking an hour after allows digestion to proceed without dilution while still keeping your body hydrated. It's a simple tweak, but for seniors, this change can dramatically improve digestion and reduce post-meal discomfort. Problem number 2. Drinking water immediately before taking medication. Here's another common mistake: gulping down water seconds before or after taking your morning medications. Now don't get this wrong. You absolutely need water to take pills. But the problem isn't that you drink with your medicine, it's that seniors often take several pills at once and slam them down with a glass of water on an empty stomach. For some medications, especially blood pressure meds, NSAIDs, or thyroid medications, this can lead to nausea or stomach irritation, poor absorption, dizziness or weakness, especially if the water causes a sudden blood pressure drop. If you're combining multiple pills and taking them all at once with a big gulp of water first thing in the morning, your body might be overwhelmed, especially if your stomach isn't ready for it. How to fix it? 1. Space out medications if possible. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which meds need an empty stomach and which can be taken after food. Don't assume all of them must be taken at the same time. 2. Take small sips, not gulps. Spread out your water intake over 5 to 10 minutes instead of chugging it with your meds. 3. Sit upright. After drinking and taking pills, don't lie down. Sit or stand for at least 15 minutes to avoid the risk of pills getting stuck in your esophagus, which can cause serious irritation or even ulcers over time. The caffeine trap. Here's a quick bonus tip related to timing. Don't replace your morning hydration with coffee or tea. Many seniors wake up and drink tea or coffee before water. But both of these drinks are diuretics. They make you lose water through urination. If your body is already dehydrated after 7 to 8 hours of sleep and you start the day with caffeine instead of water, you're setting yourself up for dehydration-related fatigue, headaches, slower digestion, increased risk of constipation. Make it a rule. Drink water first, then coffee or tea. Ideally, leave at least 15 to 20 minutes between them. A final note on timing. Seniors also need to be careful not to drink large amounts of water right before bed. You may think staying hydrated overnight is good, but if it leads to multiple trips to the bathroom, it disrupts your sleep cycle, increases fall risk, especially if you wake up disoriented, and reduces the deep sleep your brain and body desperately need. Instead, hydrate evenly throughout the day, taper off in the evening, and limit fluids an hour or two before bedtime unless medically necessary. Recap: timing is everything. Don't drink water right before or during meals. Don't slam water with your meds, be intentional. Don't drink caffeine before water. Don't overload your bladder before bed. Simple changes, big difference. In the next segment, we're going to talk about a dangerous habit that's becoming more common: using the wrong kind of water in the morning. Yep, not all water is created equal. Some types can harm your kidneys, disrupt your pH balance, or even leach minerals from your body. You'll want to hear this one. Mistake number 4: using the wrong type of water: temperature, purity, and additives. We've talked about how fast you drink water, whether you brush first, and when you drink it. But what about the type of water you're putting into your body each morning? Believe it or not, this is one of the most overlooked mistakes, and for seniors, it can have serious long-term consequences. Not all water is created equal, and drinking the wrong type of water, whether it's too cold, not filtered properly, or full of additives, can actually do more harm than good, especially to your kidneys, joints, digestive system, and even your bones. Let's break it down. Problem number 1: drinking ice-cold water in the morning. There's something refreshing about cold water, especially in warm climates. But drinking ice-cold water first thing in the morning? Not so refreshing for your body. As we age, our internal systems take longer to react and adjust. When you drink very cold water upon waking, it can constrict blood vessels in your stomach, which slows down digestion. Shock your digestive system, making it harder for your body to wake up properly. Lead to throat tightness or coughing fits, especially in those with sensitive airways or sinus issues. Cause joint stiffness, since cold temperatures can irritate arthritic conditions in seniors. The solution? Room temperature or warm water. In many Eastern cultures, especially in traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, warm water is considered the ideal morning drink. It gently wakes up your digestive system, improves circulation, and soothes the stomach lining. Try this tomorrow. Warm a cup of water slightly, just to lukewarm, not hot, and sip it slowly. You might be surprised at how calm and nourished your body feels compared to that freezing cold glass from the fridge. Problem number 2: drinking unfiltered tap water. Another major mistake? Trusting your tap water blindly. Many seniors assume that if water comes from the tap, it's automatically safe. But in reality, tap water can contain chlorine, fluoride, heavy metals like lead, and microplastics, all of which can accumulate in your body over time and potentially damage organs like the liver and kidneys. For seniors who already face declining kidney function or liver capacity, ingesting even small levels of toxins regularly can quietly lead to chronic inflammation, fatigue, or worse, contribute to long-term organ stress. Even if your tap water meets basic safety standards, that doesn't mean it's clean enough for optimal health. Most municipal water systems allow trace levels of contaminants, which build up in the body slowly, especially dangerous for older adults who are more vulnerable to toxicity. The fix: filter it right. You don't need the most expensive reverse osmosis system on the market, but you do need some form of water filtration. Here are 3 senior-friendly options. Pitcher filters like Brita or PU are inexpensive and effective for reducing chlorine, odors, and some heavy metals. Countertop filters, slightly more powerful, ideal for those with arthritis since they don't require complex installation. Undersink filters, best long-term investment if you drink a lot of tap water and want stronger protection. And always make sure to change the filters regularly. An old, dirty filter is worse than no filter at all. Problem number 3: relying on bottled or distilled water. Many seniors turn to bottled water because it seems safer or more convenient. But here's the problem. Not all bottled water is good for you, and distilled water, in particular, can be harmful if consumed daily. Distilled water is stripped of all its minerals. While that might sound pure, it's actually too pure. Your body needs minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium, especially as you age. These help with heart function, bone strength, and nerve activity. Drinking distilled water every day over time can lead to mineral depletion, fatigue, bone weakness, electrolyte imbalance. If you drink bottled water, look for types that are spring-sourced or mineral-enhanced. Better yet, use filtered tap water and add natural mineral drops or a tiny pinch of Himalayan pink salt to restore essential minerals. What about alkaline water? Alkaline water is trendy, and some people swear by it. But should seniors be drinking it? Here's the truth. There's no proven benefit to drinking high alkaline water every day, and for seniors with certain health conditions, it could actually be risky. Those with kidney issues or on medications for blood pressure should avoid messing with their body's pH balance without a doctor's supervision. Stick with clean, filtered, room temperature water. That's all your body really needs. Quick checklist: the right kind of morning water. White heavy check mark room temperature or warm. White heavy check mark filtered, pitcher or countertop. White heavy check mark mineral balanced, natural or with added drops. Cross mark no ice. Cross mark no unfiltered tap. Cross mark no distilled for daily use. Final thoughts on mistake number 4. Water is life, but only if it's the right kind of water. The temperature, purity, and composition of your water in the morning can either energize your system or quietly deplete it. And the older we get, the more these small decisions matter. So tomorrow morning, before you fill that glass, ask yourself, is this water actually helping me or quietly hurting me? You now know the difference. The 5th and final mistake? It's one that almost every senior makes without realizing it. It has nothing to do with when or what you drink, but rather what you forget to do afterward. This one is critical, especially if you suffer from joint stiffness, memory fog, or slow mornings. Let's talk about what to do after drinking water to truly make it count. Mistake number 5, not moving after drinking water, letting hydration go to waste. You've made it to the final point, and this one is the most misunderstood of all, doing nothing after drinking water. Let me explain. Most seniors drink their morning water and then immediately return to sitting or lying down, whether it's lounging on the couch, sitting for breakfast, or going straight to medications and daily routines. While it seems harmless, this behavior is a silent mistake that causes you to miss out on the full benefits of hydration. That water you just drank? It's not magic. It needs movement to circulate properly through your system. Why movement matters after hydration. When you drink water in the morning, the goal isn't just to put it in your body. The goal is to activate your system, to rehydrate your cells, support your joints, wake up your brain, and kickstart your digestion. But here's the catch: none of those benefits happen efficiently if you stay still. Think of your body like an old garden hose. When it's been coiled up overnight, water doesn't flow through it immediately. It needs a little help. Your muscles, blood vessels, and lymphatic system are just like that hose. If you stay sedentary, especially after sleeping for 7 to 8 hours, water pools and takes longer to reach your cells and organs. That's why many seniors still feel sluggish even after drinking water. They haven't helped it move. What happens when you don't move? Poor circulation. Blood flow remains slow, and your body struggles to transport the water to where it's needed most, especially to the brain and kidneys. This can lead to lingering brain fog, dizziness, and joint stiffness. Stiff joints and muscles. Hydration is essential for synovial fluid, the lubricating liquid in your joints. But without movement, your joints don't activate enough to absorb and utilize the water effectively. That morning stiffness you feel? It's partly because water hasn't reached those areas yet. Delayed digestion. The act of moving helps stimulate intestinal peristalsis, the wave-like muscle contractions that move food and waste through the digestive system. If you drink water and remain still, digestion stays sluggish. That can lead to constipation or that bloated, heavy feeling that drags through the day. Slower kidney activation. Your kidneys need hydration to start filtering toxins and regulating blood pressure. But they're also dependent on circulation and movement to ramp up activity. Sitting still slows their wake-up process. The fix: light morning movement after drinking water. You don't need to go for a jog or do an intense workout. In fact, just 2 to 5 minutes of intentional movement after drinking water can completely transform how your body uses it. Here are some low-effort, senior-friendly ways to get things moving. Stretch while standing. Roll your shoulders. Twist side to side. Gently stretch your arms and legs. March in place. Simple marching, even on the spot, helps pump your blood and gets hydration flowing. Go for a short walk. Even walking from room to room or stepping outside for a bit of morning air is enough. Chair exercises. If you struggle with mobility, sit on a firm chair and do gentle leg lifts, arm circles, or neck rolls. And here's the key: do it right after finishing your water. That's when your body is most ready to absorb and distribute the hydration. Bonus tip: pair water with breathing. Here's a hidden gem. Deep breathing after drinking water multiplies its benefits. Why? Because your lymphatic system, which helps move fluid around your body and flush out toxins, has no pump of its own. It depends on breathing and movement to function. Just 5 deep belly breaths after drinking water can boost oxygen to your brain, kickstart your digestive system, and improve cellular hydration. Try this. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat 5 times. It's simple, it's powerful, and it helps water go where it's needed most. You've done everything right. You drank water slowly, brushed first, chose the right kind of water, and timed it well. But if you go sit back down and let your body stay idle, it's like putting fuel in a car and leaving it parked. You're not tapping into the energy and function that hydration is supposed to bring. Water needs movement. It's not optional. It's the missing piece in most seniors' morning routine, and correcting it might be the easiest change with the biggest return. Here's a quick recap of the 5 dangerous mistakes seniors make when drinking water in the morning. Drinking too quickly overwhelms kidneys and causes electrolyte imbalances. Drinking before brushing teeth introduces harmful bacteria into your gut. Drinking at the wrong time disrupts digestion and affects medications. Using the wrong kind of water irritates joints, affects mineral levels, and stresses kidneys. Not moving afterward reduces circulation, energy, and joint hydration. But now, you know better. You're equipped with simple habits that can drastically improve your health, energy, and digestion just by changing how you hydrate. If you found this video helpful, share it with a senior in your life who could use this knowledge. Sometimes it's the smallest tweaks that create the biggest impact. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got more life-changing tips and senior health stories coming your way every week. Until then, drink smart and move your body gently into a better day.